Here's a deep and extensive review of the discussion on First Take about the Celtics potentially fearing a LeBron Luka duo, from an American sports fan's perspective. Celtics versus LeBron Luka. A legitimate threat or overblown hype? When First Take dives into a Celtics versus Lakers debate, you know it's going to be entertaining, but more importantly, it's going to stir real discussion among fans. The central question here is whether Boston should fear the newly formed Lakers duo of LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Stephen A. Smith, Monica McNutt, and the panel weighed in, dissecting both teams' strengths, weaknesses, and playoff implications. Let's break this down from a hardcore American basketball fan's viewpoint. 1. The historical significance. Lakers versus Celtics always means something. It doesn't matter if it's March, November, or June. When the Lakers and Celtics meet, it's always meaningful. The rivalry dates back to the Bill Russell versus Wilt Chamberlain days, continued through Bird versus Magic, and had another chapter with Kobe versus the Big Three, Pierce, Garnett, Allen. Even in the modern era, this matchup is a litmus test for both franchises. For the Celtics, this game was about maintaining dominance as the reigning NBA champions. For the Lakers, it was about proving that their new-look team could seriously contend for a title. And that's where the LeBron-Luka duo comes into play. 2. Should Boston actually fear this Lakers team? Yes, if you believe in star power carrying the day. The Lakers' recent addition of Luka Doncic to pair with LeBron creates a scary 1-2 punch, at least on paper. Luka is one of the most skilled offensive players in the game, with an uncanny ability to score at all three levels, control pace, and make the right basketball play almost every time. Pairing him with LeBron, a basketball savant who has defied Father Time, makes this one of the most dangerous duos in the league. If you're Boston, do you fear that? You respect it, but fear might be too strong of a word. No, if you trust in Boston's depth and defense. Boston's core of Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and Kristaps Porzingis is arguably the most well-rounded starting five in basketball. Their defense is elite, they move the ball well, and they have the versatility to match up with any team. Unlike the Lakers, they don't rely on just two superstars to do the heavy lifting. McNutt and the panel pointed out something crucial. Boston isn't worried about the Lakers. They're worried about Cleveland. And that's an important distinction. While the Lakers are trying to find their footing, the Cavaliers have been a threat all season in the East. The panel's consensus was that the Cavs pose a more immediate concern for Boston than the Lakers, who they wouldn't even have to deal with unless they both made it to the finals. 3. The Celtics are built to withstand this challenge. Stephen A. Smith hammered home that the Celtics are lurking. They might not always be in first place, but they're always near the top, waiting to remind everyone why they're the reigning champions. A key takeaway: the Celtics don't just win games, they crush teams when they're locked in. Their ability to hit threes at a high volume, control the pace, and defend at a high level makes them tough for any opponent, Lakers included. When you see role players like Peyton Pritchard and Derek White going off for 40 points in games, you know Boston's system is strong. On the flip side, for the Lakers to win, they need nuclear performances from LeBron and Luka. Can they do it? Of course. But should Boston fear it? Not necessarily. Role players to step up. The Lakers need D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and their big men to be at their best to compete. Physicality and defense. The panel noted that if the referees allow the Lakers to play physical, they have a real shot at slowing down Boston's offense. 4. What's the real takeaway? The narrative around this game wasn't so much, should Boston fear the Lakers? But rather, can the Lakers prove they belong in the title conversation? Right now, Boston is an established powerhouse. They've been in the finals mix for years and have already secured a championship. The Lakers, however, are trying to become that. Stephen A. And the panel acknowledged that if the Lakers pulled off a win, it would serve as a statement victory, proving they can compete with the best of the best. But does one game in March define a season? Probably not. For Boston, this is just another test. For the Lakers, it's an opportunity to show that the LeBron-Luka pairing can be more than just a fun experiment. It can be a legitimate threat come playoff time. Final verdict: respect, not fear. Boston should respect what the Lakers are building, but fear? No chance. They have the talent, depth, and experience to handle any challenge. If these two teams meet in the finals, it would be an instant classic, but right now, Boston's focus remains on maintaining dominance in the East, Not losing sleep over the LeBron Luka duo.